today I wanted to give an offering or guide you through a little offering of mindful stretching, also known as yoga. But call it what you will, we're going to be breathing and we're going to be stretching, and we're doing that to regulate our nervous system and let go, hopefully to discharge a little bit of stress, a little bit of heavy emotions, whatever may be going on with you today, stirring around in the head, stirring around in the heart. Maybe this gives you a little bit of opportunity to process that, to sit with that, and just be that curious observer of your own state so that we have the knowledge that we need to move forward in our next steps, whatever that may be. Maybe that's just go do the laundry or the dishes, or sit down and have a slice of cake, or maybe something a little more healthy. I don't know. You do you. You know what you need in this moment, and I'm just here to help facilitate that. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. It can be on the floor, or you can be seated in a chair, whichever is most appropriate for you and most accessible to you. Please make this practice your own. There's never any rules that you have to follow. It's not like anybody's watching you. I'm over here doing my thing, looking at a screen. So make this practice yours and yours alone. So sitting in a chair, sitting on the floor, maybe sit crisscross applesauce, maybe have one leg extended long. Either way, just situate yourself in a way that you can sit through a tall spine and that you are comfortable. So maybe shift your weight side to side, feel that connection down through your seat and the sitting bones. And we're gonna shift so that our ears come over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And so we feel that weight through our seat, but not necessarily in our knees or thighs, but sitting back in the seat. So this might cause you to engage your core just a little, very, very slightly, drawing that navel back to the spine. Maybe roll the shoulders up to the ears on a big breath in, and exhale, those shoulders melt down the back and down to the earth or towards the floor. So you can soften any expression through the face, maybe softly close the eyes. And just take a moment to connect with your breath. Acknowledge the breath in exactly its state in this moment. Maybe you've noticed you haven't actually taken a deep breath today. So in a moment, we're going to take 3 rounds of collective cleansing breath together. So if you watched my breathing video, you'll know what that collective or that cleansing breath is. So inhale, we'll take a deep breath through the nose. And exhale, big sigh through the mouth. 2 more, just like that. Inhale. Exhale, sigh. Inhale, 1 more breath, biggest one. Exhale, a deep sigh. Now, again, sitting through that tall spine, feel that spine lifted, long, navel slightly drawn back. We're going to check in with the neck and shoulders here. This tends to be where we hold a lot of our stress. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but I certainly have about me, especially when I've been out and about before all this happened. When I started getting anxious or tense in a situation, my shoulders begin to rise and I start to crunch forward and I'm just really, really stressed and don't know what's going on. And then I realized, like, oh, my shoulders are all the way up on my ears. Let me roll those out, pull them back, let them rest back down to the earth. And then they'll rise again. And then I have to do it again. So I used to have really, really bad tension headaches, probably like 3 to 4 a week. That would just put me out horizontal for a while. And I realized it was because these muscles in my neck and shoulders were so tight that it was extending into the muscles in my head and created this vice-like sensation 3 to 4 times a week. Now, when I started doing these neck rolls and shoulder rolls and stretches, I can't even tell you the last time I've had a tension headache, and that was about 5 years ago. So, very, very simple and very, very productive in terms of helping you feel your body and find that relief. So please be mindful if anything that I offer is painful or you feel crunching or cracking, please give yourself permission to stop and back off of the particular movement or activity. We never want to cause more harm to our body. This is a time to connect with the body and see where its needs are. Have we been meeting its needs? And most of the time when we check in, we realize that we haven't, which is fine. Still be gentle with yourself, but know that that's just information that you can take to move you forward in your goals, whatever that may be. So, sitting through a tall spine, that natural, easy breath. We're going to drop I'm going to mirror here. So we're going to drop that right ear over to the right shoulder. And we'll just pause. Maybe deepen the breath. Still sitting through that tall spine. Keep that ear low to the shoulder. You'll feel that space and stretch through the opposite side of the neck. Maybe it extends to the outer part of the shoulder. Just continue to breathe. Envision the tissue softening. Just take note of what you feel where you feel it. And then with your next exhale, let's roll the chin to center of the chest, drop the gaze toward the lap. Still shoulders or pulled back and down to the earth, tall through the spine. Just allowing that chin to drop. Check in with the sensation you feel here, the back side of the neck. Maybe even experience sensation that extends down through the shoulder blades, the heart's backspace. Continue long, slow, deep breaths. And with your next natural inhale, we'll take the ear over to the opposite shoulder now and observe any sensation we feel through this opposite side. Maybe it's more, maybe it's less. Each side can be very, very different, but that is part of the new information we get to take, not synthesize, but process and see how we can best move forward from there. Long, slow, deep breaths. This side is a little more tricky for me. And now we're going to link a fluid movement with our breath. So with your next exhale, I want you to roll the chin to center of the chest. And then inhale brings that opposite ear to opposite shoulder. So kind of creating a little half circle. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, opposite ear and shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, opposite ear, opposite shoulder. Continue to move with your own breath back and forth, your pace. Whatever feels right and good to you in this moment. And when and if you feel ready to do so, you can begin to take these circles, or complete your circles all the way around. So allow the head to fall back. And notice any sensation you feel through the front side of the neck and throat. Moving small or big, honoring the body and all its sensations, all its messages that it's sending to you now. And then reverse direction, again, when it feels right and good to do so. Perhaps inhaling, lifting the head, and exhale, allow the head to fall forward. Exploring any and all sensations wherever you feel them. Maybe you notice the front body is a little more tight, the left is a little more tight than the right. And if it feels good to do so, take a moment and pause in any one of those particularly sticky spots and just hold the breath. Continue, not hold the breath, but continue to breathe into that space. And maybe you envision little knots slowly untying and softening any effort. Like I said, this side is my sticky side, so I'm going to hang out there for just a second. And when you're ready, you'll slowly draw the head back to center. We'll lift the shoulders to the ears on a big breath in, and exhale, the shoulders fall down the back, down toward the earth. 2 more with the breath. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fall. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, fall. So now we're going to inhale. We're going to stretch the fingertips wide to the side, as wide as you can. Envision the fingertips being pulled to opposite sides of the room. And then as you inhale, those arms slowly grow overhead, coming to touch at the peak of our breath. And as we exhale, the fingertips will slowly lower down by the sides, reaching the bottom at the bottom of our breath. Inhale again, rise, arms follow the breath. And exhale, they fall. 2 more, inhale. Last one. Biggest breath, biggest expression. And exhale. So now we're going to take the same movement. We're going to incorporate a little twist. So again, honor your body, your back, your spine. We're just incorporating a little bit of movement into the spine. So again, inhale, arms reach tall overhead. And this time, as you exhale, envision twisting from the navel. So spinning the heart to your left. And then as you exhale, those fingertips fall down to the floor again. So twisting only as deep as feels comfortable for you, but from the belly, not wrenching with the shoulders. So we're here. And then inhale, arms reach tall, twisting back to center. We're going to take it to the opposite side. Exhale, twisting from the navel, going only as far as feels comfortable, not wrenching from the shoulders, but twisting from the navel. Inhale, we're going to go both sides again. Exhale. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tall. 1 more time, both sides. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. And exhale, allow those arms to melt back down to your sides, maybe resting on the lap. And then again, maybe roll through the head and neck. Even send a little stretch into the side bodies, pressing into one thigh and then the other. You feel that stretch down the side bodies, maybe extending into the hip. All right. So the next movement I would like to offer is a little seated cat-cow. So I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see me just a little better, at least see my spine a little better. So inhale, roll the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, squeeze down the back, but this time, instead of just sitting through a tall spine, we're going to send the heart forward, lift the gaze and the chin toward the ceiling. Exhale, we'll roll the shoulders forward, press the heart back, and tuck the gaze and chin. Inhale forward, lift the heart, gaze, find an arch in the spine. Exhale, back to seated cat. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Inhale back to center. And again, maybe shift side to side. What feels good in your body. And now we're going to do this little seated forward fold. So whether you're seated in the chair or seated on the floor, I want you to extend your feet out long. So if you're seated in the chair, you'll have a little bit bigger of an angle. Maybe it still feels better to keep your feet flat on the floor, ankles under knees, so finding that 90-degree angle in the chair. And if you're seated on the floor, let's go ahead and extend the legs long and find that connection down through your seat. So that's why you see me shifting right and left. So we'll do a little seated forward fold. Again, if you're in the chair, be mindful of your balance. You can extend the legs forward, but if you need a little bit more secure base, keep those feet and ankles underneath the knees and not extended long. So again, we'll inhale, reach those fingertips wide to the side, growing tall overhead. And exhale, we're gonna forward fold, but keep the gaze and the heart lifted as you begin to fold forward. So we're hinging from the hips. So envision that the top body, the bottom body are like two doors on a hinge. So we're doing that. We're gonna begin to hinge forward, leading with the heart, the gaze, and then find that sticky spot for you where the spine wants to begin to round. And when you reach that spot, I want you to allow the arms to rest down, maybe on the legs, perhaps on tops of the thighs, or resting on the sides of the legs here. And then slowly begin to melt the forehead down toward the floor, down toward the earth. So deep breaths here, inhale. And exhale maybe sinks you a little deeper into the forward fold. Inhale, we're gonna halfway lift. I want you to find that long spine again, reaching with the heart forward, find your hinge. And then exhale, melt the arms, the forehead down, maybe a little deeper into the pose. Then your next inhale, we'll slowly walk those fingertips back toward our seat, or either slowly rolling our weight back into our seat. The head will be the last to rise. Encircle the head and neck one more time. And maybe take a side stretch. One direction, and then the other. And so now we'll move into our final little resting pose, I would say. This gives the nervous system an opportunity to integrate the work that we've created in our bodies today, so the stretching and the breath work. You can certainly practice any of these much longer if you need a little bit more time and attention to any spot that seemed to be a little bit more sticky than the other. But other than that, if you're sitting in a chair, just find a comfortable place. So let go of the effort. So maybe rest back, allow your back to rest on the back of the chair, the arms rest comfortably down on the sides, but don't think about having to keep yourself up and erect and straight the whole time. This is now a time to fall into rest. So if you're on the mat or on the floor, we're gonna come down to our back, so maybe the knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor, and you slowly guide your way down to the back. Maybe the arms can come out to the sides. Perhaps you decide to keep the knees bent here, and maybe the knees knock in toward one another to support the weight of their opposite friend. Shoulders can walk underneath the heart, kind of open through the chest. Wherever you are, in the chair or on the floor, just maybe shift your weight side to side, closing the eyes to invite a settling, a stillness. Take a moment to connect with the body, observe what you feel, where you feel it, and how is this different from the beginning of the practice? Do you notice any changes? We'll take 3 more cleansing breaths to release ourselves from the practice. So inhale, deep breath through the nose. Exhale, sigh. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, biggest breath. And exhale, biggest sigh. And with that last release of the breath, I want you to feel like the body has released all of its effort. the bones in your body feel as if they've turned really heavy. They're pulling you closer to the earth, grounding you in the space that you're in now. Feet are heavy. The legs are heavy. The hips and belly are heavy. All have released their pull for any effort. The shoulders are heavy. The arms are heavy. The head is heavy. And all expression through the face softens. The brow unfurrows. And perhaps you envision the roof of your mouth melting so that the jaw can be released. Take a few moments here in silence, a natural, easy breath, allowing the body to rest and absorb. Keeping the eyes closed for a few moments longer, just begin to invite a deeper breath into the body now. Maybe invite small movements through the fingers and the toes. Connect to the physical body in the present space again. Maybe rock the knees side to side. Maybe roll the head right and left. Whatever movement feels good and serving to you now. Listening to the body and answering its call. And if you're on your back, you can slowly make your way back to a comfortable seat. In whatever way you choose. Still maintaining closed eyes or soft gaze. And when you're ready, slowly begin to blink the eyes open, perhaps gazing at the floor first. Slowly introduce that light and color back into your experience. And when you feel ready, you can lift your gaze forward And thank you so very much for sharing in this practice with me. If you have any questions, concerns, please let us know. And if you like this or you want to see more content like this, please let us know. And thank you so much. And we miss you and look forward to having you engage with us again soon. Bye, friends.